Trick, what's happening, baby?
What they do, Q?
Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, good to see you, my boy. I need a cameo in one of the movies, man. I don't got to get paid. I just need to be in one of Q movies, man.
Well, I'll definitely keep you in mind. I'll keep you in mind for sure.
Hey, last time Q was here, I told him, y'all, any fat role you need me to play, I'll play it. It don't matter what it is.
If that's the case, that means it's gonna be 3 fat rolls then, because it's 3 fat.
Guys.
I'm chubby, man.
Every fat dude asked me to do that. You know, so you got a long ass line.
Well then, look, then you need to make a movie then, Battle of the Fats, and just have us all fight for a role. And then whoever wins get to play Debo's son.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't put no shit on my mind.
Hey, with all this stuff going on, Q, with the pandemic and all that craziness going on, how is that affecting you, like dealing with movies and all of that stuff anyway?
Well, everything is on hold for me. You know, when it first started, you know, I was trying to figure out things we could do that didn't involve being on location. You know, we was thinking about animation and all kind of stuff. And, you know, when the situation with George Floyd, when he got murdered, that stopped everything for me. You know, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. So since then, I haven't been doing or thinking about movies at all. You know, I just been on one trying to really, you know, make it better for Black people in this country, you know, for dark people, period, in this country, you know, whatever skin color you are, you know, just trying to make it better. You know, that's been my mission. I think it's, you know, our turn when it comes to pushing the country forward. You know, we had, you know, the brothers who took the mantle in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And in the 80s, you know, things looked like they were starting to move in the right direction when it comes to race relations and things like that. But then, you know, it just took a downturn. And so it's our turn to fight and show the youngsters, you know, what they need to do to make sure we got a better life here in this country.
Yeah, because in the 80s, we had cocaine, especially crack cocaine, and we had they gave us welfare and food stamps, and Black folks went to doing better, and we let our guards down. You know what I'm saying? We let our guards down, and we lost control of the real facts of life. And before I even go deep into that, I would like to thank you, the whole NWA, the Ghetto Boys, of course, and because y'all talked about this stuff in the 80s. Y'all talked about this, and you always preached it, even when you went solo, and people are now starting to take it seriously, man. So I like to commend you on that and say thank you for my career, for me even thinking and believing how I think and believe now. I like to thank you for that, and everybody that played a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. You know, before us, it was dudes who was showing us how to do it, like you know, Melly Mel, you know, Grandmaster Flash, you know, KRS-One, people who was just saying, yo, you know, this is more than just, you know, music. This is actually, you know, the soundtracks to our lives. Right. And so, you know, we've all played a part in really documenting, you know, our life here in America. You know, now it's time for us to do something to change, you know, what we've been holding a mirror up to America and the world, showing this is what, you know, you know, the world has basically turned our communities into. And so, you know, of course, it's some, you know, we got to step up too as people, you know, and stop doing each other wrong. Yeah. But for the most part, you know, the situation is set up really for us to, you know, if you're not in entertainment, you're not, you know, athlete.
Right.
You know, of course, we have some professionals that you know, what we think made it to the top, but when we really talk to them, we realize, you know, their life is a living hell sometime in those high places and in those corporations. So we haven't really been able to get on our feet as, you know, Black people in this nation because of some of the things that's been happening systematically to keep us, you know, on our way to prison or on our way to the grave. So it's time to break all those cycles and systems.
Yeah, that's big, man. Like you people, like KRS-One, like you were saying, Public Enemy, and it's just that the thing. It was different. It meant something. Well, nowadays, all the rappers, you know, they got the guns in the video, and they wear a chain every week. I don't remember ever seeing you with a chain on. I don't remember ever seeing you riding in all the foreign whips and all that. It was all real, man, and that's what I base my music around. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. You know, every now and then I will rock one or two, but that's not my main message. You know, my main message is not flossing on other Black men or women. You know, my main message is, you know, the system is corrupt, and you know, we need to identify that, you know, and of course we got to make a life out of this. You know, we can't just be, you know, sad and mad, 24/7. You know, we still managing to smile and laugh, even though we're going through hell. And that's just the spirit of our people. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we are the OGs, and it's up to us to set the right example for the youngsters on what to do when they get to this level, is try to push a program to help everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, now that we have sports and basketball and all this fun stuff back, the big 3 is coming back in NBA bubble style though, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, we were pushing to come back this year.
Okay.
When we looked at it, we just decided that 2021 was going to be better for us.
Come on, Q. No.
Yeah, man.
No.
It is. You know, the style we play and in our league, we brand new. You know, we're just 4 years into this league. So we can't afford to really be out there without a crowd. And, you know, we're just not in that position as a young league. So we're going to just wait till 21. You know, it's going to be greater later. Don't worry about it. And then people will be able to come into the game. You know, the bubble stuff is cool, but, you know, it ain't nothing like being there.
Yeah.
It's like being there.
What about this is the time normally you guys would be on because there wouldn't be sports on.
Yeah, so we'd be trying to fight against the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball. It'd be real crowded with a lot of the, you know, the sports that's been around for over 100 years, some of them 50 years, 70 years. So, you know, it makes no sense for a league that's been around 4 years to try to compete with that. So it was the right thing to do. But, you know, we always got tricks up our sleeves. So, you know, always stay tuned. You never know what we might come up with this fall. You know, we was trying to think of a Big Brother / Big 3 reality show where, you know, they're in a bubble, but they fighting, you know, to stay in through basketball games, 3-on-3, you know. So, you know, we got some tricks up our sleeves. Just stay tuned.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know yet, but one of my favorite players, one of the most underrated player ever in the NBA to me is Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, man.
Is T-Mac coming to the Big 3?
I don't think so. You know, T-Mac, we've been trying to get him, but I think he's, you know, he's having fun with that, you know, that cushy NBA analyst job. You know, he came to a couple of games, and when they see how hard they're going out there, dudes be like, man, I retired for a reason. You know, I ain't trying to go that hard no more. So some dudes, when they retire, they really done. And you got to respect that. You know, you don't really want to see guys just out there. You want to see guys out there with a little chip on their shoulder and something to prove. And they go hard. And it's a cool, fun event.
Because had it been a big 3 15 years ago, I'm sure Karl Malone, Charles Barkley.
Yeah, man.
Them dudes who never won nothing, I'm sure they would want to go in Big 3, because Big 3 is like pick up on the park league. Like, we really banging. You think you bad? Come on. Like, tight.
It's mano y mano. You know, you can't hide in 3-on-3. You know, in 5-on-5, you got defenders coming to help. Ain't nobody coming to help you on 3-on-3, so you got to man up. So whatever you weak at will be exposed in the 3-on-3 game. So it's, you know, it's a hard-nosed game. A lot of people take it, you know, for a pickup game. But when you see it at the professional level, 7-footers playing 3-on-3, you know, that's pro level. So
that was my problem. I was a center, always trying to guard the guards, and they would run past me, and that's the end of the game.
That's that.
You got to use your fouls up, man.
Oh, boy, I'm getting 6, 7 fouls, and then they foul me. I come back and keep fouling.
That's right. That's right.
So Cube, you were saying something about being exposed, right, in the Big 3. But I think now, with everything that's going on, I think the country is being exposed. I think America is being exposed. And I was on your website a couple of days ago, icecube.com, and you had this thing on there talking about the contract to America.
Contract with Black America.
For Black America. Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, you know, since everything's been going on, people have been talking about police reform and, you know, different things they can do to kind of, you know, remedy the situation. Right. But we need not only police reform, we need justice reform and prison reform.
Yeah.
You know, so we need the prisons, we need the court systems and the police to all be reformed, because it's all a system that's just made to funnel poor people into jail.
Right.
So the contract with Black America deals with Black people's situation and issues in all different categories, like financing, housing, health, of course, criminal justice. So it's dealing with all these different areas. You know, people don't know that, you know, out of all the banks in America, they only lend 3% of the money to Black people.
Damn.
Wow.
So 97% get lent to other businesses. Now check this out. They just bailed out the country with $3 trillion. They bailed out all these different airlines, this, that, and the other.
Right.
How many Black businesses did they bail out with them $3 trillion?
And you gotta have money to own an airline already. Like, give us a start. What can we don't even
exactly. They want us to be capitalists, but they don't want to give us no capital. You know, we need what every other American gets, a jump start to help a business or to help a business grow. Sometimes we got a business and we need to hire more workers. We need to get more equipment, and we can't even get the loan to grow. So this has got to stop. We 13.7% of the country. We should be getting 13.7% of the loans and the money.
Exactly.
And the contracts. You know, we give all our tax money to the government. What they do is go give it to rich people. And they don't give it, they don't put none of it back into our communities.
Back into the community
at the percentage that we give it to them. So, you know, we basically the contract with Black America saying we need 13.5% of this country, man. You know what I mean? In different ways they can give it to us, but that's the only way we can get on our feet. If not, the game is rigged. We cannot get over the way it's set up. And that's why we haven't been getting over.
You always preach this, like I said, you always preach this. You always have been about, you never, we don't feel like nobody owe us nothing. All we want is a chance. Give us the same fair chance. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar called some comments you made. anti-Semitic and remorseless. Have you ever had a chance to speak to him one-on-one and really give it to him and let him know this why I say this why I feel the way I feel? You ever had that chance? Do you even care to talk to him?
Not at all. I'm not interested in, having a back and forth with Kareem. I look at Kareem as a big brother, an elder,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, if he got something to say, he got an opinion, he can always speak his opinion. What I was saying is I just wish he would have gave me a phone call and let me know, yo, this is coming. Do you have anything to say? Because I never made any comments. Everything they talking about from me is some stuff on Twitter with some pictures. So it's, to me, it's really a distraction for what's real. People are coming at me because of the contract with Black America. I talk about what I call cookie jar companies. Companies, we done caught your hand in the cookie jar. We know you done made money off slavery or prisons or something, and you got to pay up for that. Or, we're gonna have to take back our support from that company, and maybe Black people ain't gonna spend their money with that company. Things like that is what makes me a target. People know I'm not anti-Semitic, and so they just want to make sure that they put some tarnish on me so people don't hear about the contract.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to try to put a muzzle over you so they don't hear the truth.
Like what he was saying, like what he was saying about the prison system. All that is connected because for every inmate that's in prison, they get funded they pay for them to have us in prison. They're getting rich from us going to prison.
Here's what it is. Some of them have to be either 85% full or 95% full. If they're not full, the government has to pay the people who own the prison. So that's an incentive for police to just throw us in jail, for judges to just throw us in jail, DAs, public pretenders to just throw us in jail. You know what I mean? That's an incentive. So we got to cut that out. You shouldn't worry about how full a jail is. You actually should want a jail to be as empty as possible because that lets you know crime is down. So, we can't go from, the plantations to the prisons and keep that system in place. It's 2.5 million people in prison, and they all, everybody want to know where all the factory jobs went. They're in the damn prison. That's why you can't get a job out on the street.
Yeah. Well, recently, Mac 10 said that only you can repair the West Coast. Is there a connection that can be another album?
I ain't really thinking about that right now. Okay. We got 90 days, 89 days to make one of these politicians give us something.
Yes, absolutely.
We got to use this vote as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to threaten people. You're not getting it unless we get what we're supposed to get. And I don't care if you got a D or R by your name. You have to make these people do it. They're not going to do it out the kindness of their heart. They're not going to do it if they know you're going to vote for them. They're only going to do it if they think you're not going to vote for them if they don't do it. So you got to, we're not going in nice. We're not asking. Okay. Even 13.5% of the country, we letting them off cheap. We built this damn country. So we letting them off cheap. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to pay up. They're giving trillions of dollars to their friends, billions to their friends. They ain't giving none to us. And that shit just got to stop.
Even if you come over here as an immigrant, I found out last year that when immigrants come over here and buy companies, and when they come over, even when they come over here on different levels, they give them money, they give them housing, they place them on jobs. I'm like, what the hell? My mama got welfare and food stamps. And only thing that we got was the fact that we lived in the projects. That's all we was worth, the projects.
Well, the system in place has relegated us to the bottom. So they ain't gonna do nothing to help us. Everything we get, we gotta take, and take in a good way, meaning, with the ballot, with smart business, with the dollar. Keeping your dollar in your pocket is power, or letting a person know I'm not gonna spin with you unless you do the right thing. You know, that's power. And so we got to use the power that we have and not, you know, clamoring for the power that we don't have. You know, we'll get that in time if we use the power that we do have, and that's unity. So that's what we got to be on. We got to be on which politicians are giving us the most. That's what we go for.
On all levels too.
Absolutely.
Y'all people, y'all hear that? Listen, it's very important. Your vote count. I get tired of people saying, "Oh, it ain't gonna make a difference." It is gonna make a damn difference. If you keep thinking like that, then that's how it's gonna be on every level from commissioners on up. It's important that you vote for the people who is gonna work with us, not who we ain't got to work with them. They got to work with us.
The black vote is the deciding factor in this country. Know that. You know, when the white vote evens out, but the black vote is usually the deciding factor. And we can, especially in city elections, state elections, some of these elections go down, you know, 2,500 votes to decide who's gonna get it. So
get it.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, the 2,500 votes that you're talking about are us.
Yeah, I mean,
us
staying home. So
right, exactly.
Use your power, you know, but don't just wait till election day to figure out who you want to vote for. You know, take time, figure out who these people are. You know, it's important for the future of us, our kids. You know, some of us got grandkids. So this is more important than what, you know, is on TikTok or Instagram or, you know, all this other stuff that we wasting our time with. Spend 30 minutes, an hour, and just figure out who running and what they about and who you gonna vote for, because that's your power. And so
I can honestly say, not to cut you off, I can say this. I've learned more from you, EPMD and Public Enemy and the 2 Live crew, more than I learned from my mama, because I'm a 70s baby. More than I learned from my mama and my dad. I'm a 70s baby, and they never would give it to me raw like y'all gave it to me, and I understood it. And with that being said, I don't respect the Al Sharptoners, the Jesse Jackson, the Ben Crump. These are made for TV dudes. If you're going to be on TV, use your power, use your time on radio and TV to tell the people the truth. Help our people. That's why you're there. Help our people. And I just want to throw that out there, man.
Well, you know, me, you know, I say, you know, those guys that you mentioned, they've all, you know, walked the walk, you know, at certain points in their career, if you would call it that, or their fight in civil rights. You know, dudes come from a different time, so they had to play the game a different way.
Right.
You know, they really opened the door so we can play the game this way. And so hopefully we're opening the door so the youngsters can play the game a different way, or a way that's a little more, so we say, forceful to get what we want. So, you know, I don't fault them for the things that they do that I may not agree with. You know what I'm saying? I say, look, you know, these are our elders. They have put in the work. They do show up. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes, you know, if they didn't show up, nobody would show up on some of these occasions.
Well, you're right.
So you got to respect that, even if the methods that they use you don't always agree with. So, you know, we don't have a lot of leaders. We don't have a lot of people that step out there and put their neck on the line for us, or even speak up for us. So, you know, I just want to cherish the couple we got, bro. That's it.
Yeah. I respect that. That's just like the new kids, the new generation of kids now.
Yeah,
they get away with things that we would have got our ass whooped about back in the day.
Thank you. You know, now ain't no ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know, it's a whole different way. But, you know, everybody got to take steps, man. This is a journey we've been fighting from the time we got to this country. We still fighting. It ain't stopped because dudes can roll around in Bentleys and buy expensive white people stuff. You know, that don't mean we done made it. You know, we still got work to do to make sure our babies ain't getting killed in the street by the government. You know, that gotta stop.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how important the vote is and getting out there and actually voting. How do you feel about the idea that Kanye is being used to kind of, you know, defer some of the votes from Biden and the Democratic Party?
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, that he's being used, but what's true is, you know, he will take away votes. So, you know, it's just part of the game. You know, it's always a third person that can jump in and throw a monkey wrench in this situation. So, you know, it happens in politics. The thing is it should make Biden work harder to get our vote. It should make him agree to the things that's in the contract with Black America, you know, that have to do with the government. Some of it has to do with the private sector. But hey, you gotta come on in, man. You want this? You gotta work for it, man. You know, it's like, you know, he got to get his ass on that pole and work for this, man. You know, straight up, straight up. Man.
Pole,
you know,
baby.
I got this dollar in my pocket.
Hey, Q,
it ain't coming out.
Understanding the contract. Have you ever thought about, like, yourself, like, getting into politics? Maybe not on a national level, maybe like locally, or maybe in a state level. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in California.
I'm not a politician. You know, I don't want to be. You know what I mean? I just want to fight for my people. And I want to push and threaten politicians to do what they need to do. You know, all I need is the support of my people behind me, and we can get it done. You know, if we decide this is the way we're going to move, we can get it done. You know, they got us fragmented. They got us distracted. They got us, you know, all on a different page. Or they got us thinking that, you know, Trump is just the devil, and, you know, we got to get rid of him. And, you know,
Trump.
No matter who's the president, we catch hell no matter who. I mean, who was the president, and we were still catching hell. So we don't care who in that house. We just want them to do what the hell we need them to do for us. Period.
And I don't know
we got to stop thinking about everybody else right now. It's about what's happening with Black people and what we need to get, and we don't care about nothing else right now. We get what we get, then we'll become, you know, good, happy Americans after that. But for now, man, we got to get it, man. Cut the check.
I got your back. I'll support you. I support you 100%. Whatever you need me to do, I got you. And I don't know how you do it, Q, but I don't care if they doing a documentary. I don't care if it was the Boys in the Hood albums or the Boys in the Hood movie. You always kept it 1,000 and been yourself, man. And I like to thank you for coming on the show. And anything you need for the show to promote, anything you want to talk about, you welcome. You more than welcome to come. I don't give a damn if you want the whole show. You got it, and I got your back 1,000%. And I got some real block spinners out there that's going with me.
I appreciate you, Trick. Hey, man, look, we just need to come together. You know, me, you know, I've always made a promise to myself when I first got in this business when I was 15 years old that I'm gonna be myself no matter what. You know, win, lose, or draw. You know, I'm gonna leave this business in this world, you know, proud of who I am. And, you know, I just, you know, decided that, you know, selling out to the ways of this world ain't the way to be. So, you know, I've always kept that promise to myself, and it's got me this far. So I appreciate those words, man. And look, we gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I think I know how to get it. So, you know, I love to come back on periodically, let people know progress, you know, and what I see and what I think we need to do.
Hey, Q, I gotta ask. It's totally off subject, but I gotta ask.
Yeah.
You a Raiders fan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Q, they leaving Oakland. They going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Are you going to Vegas with them? Because damn it, I'm going.
Well, I'm the president of the Raider Nation, so.
If you're the president, damn it, I'm the vice president.
Yeah, so I'm going everywhere.
You better believe it.
They can't get away from me.
You better believe it.
The best fans,
Raider fans, baby.
The Raiders Nation. Hey, y'all keep it locked right here to the Trick or Treater Morning Show with the legendary Mr. Ice Cube himself, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yay.